Welcome, beautiful people. Welcome to yet another video. I hope you guys are feeling good. We are through to the 5th round of the FA Cup, and this was actually a very tough game. I am actually surprised with how Plymouth played today. I mean, if anything, they actually deserve to kind of win this game. I mean, we started the game really well, don't get me wrong. But when Plymouth scored the first goal, I think in the 7th minute, we just lost it. We absolutely lost it. We lost our head in the game. We were so careless. We were so nonchalant. We did not even want to make passes, and that just made the game a bit tougher for us. We first scored the first goal in the 41st minute after struggling and struggling. I mean, yes, we had so many attempted shots, I think 36 or something, 36 or more. But our final goal had to go to extra time, and this game was even looking like it was going to go for penalties. Now, am I satisfied with these results? Yes, I mean, we won. We have qualified to the 5th round, and we're almost getting to the quarterfinals. So I will take it, but there's something missing. Okay, we changed up the formation to the 4-1-4-1 just as they predicted, but are we just changing up the formation to work for one player and not focusing on the rest of the players? In terms of the players today, Plymouth was my man of the match. He did more work than even the forwards. As a defender, he did more work than the forwards. He gave us a goal. I mean, I feel like the players need to do better. In terms of Lukaku, that's just another big deal. I mean, I feel like he should have been substituted. He should have been substituted instead of Kovacic, instead of Callum Hudson-Odoi. I feel like Lukaku should have been substituted. But it is what it is. We have qualified to the 5th round, and we are headed to Club World Cup tonight, and we have a long road ahead of us. So this will be my review for the Chelsea versus Plymouth. It ended in a 2-1 win for Chelsea, a very tough win, but we still managed to win, so we'll take it. I mean, we're not like Man United who lost to Middlesbrough. I mean, shout out to all the Man United fans, but y'all ain't seeing an FA Cup title this year. Anyway, guys, if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing and turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. Let's jump right into it. In terms of the formation, the only difference with mine was I think only 3 players. Oh, and the goalkeeper, so 4 players. So I mean, I thought that we would be putting more of our younger players to start, but I was shocked. I mean, yes, I knew this was going to be a tough game, but we brought out our best team. We literally brought out our best team, and it was still a struggle against Plymouth. Kepa actually saved us in this game. We also have to add to that. I mean, Kepa really stood up. In terms of penalty taking, he should be considered the best goalkeeper in the whole damn world. He's always saving our asses. I mean, if it was not for Kepa's save, we would have gone for penalties, and only God knows how the scores would have ended. Now, in terms of the starting 11, let's jump right into it. Before we get to the starting 11, I forgot. Of course, before even the game started, Thomas Tuchel was announced that has tested positive with COVID-19, so he was not present in this game. And you know, I thought the mentality would sink in that we are doing this for our coach. If not for anything, let us go and win this game for our coach type of motivation. But that was not the case. If anything, the first few minutes were like, yes, we're doing it for our coach. Then till the 7th minute, Plymouth scored, and the mood just went to, yeah, same old Chelsea. You know, taking draws, taking losses, and it was just not good enough for me. But I feel like Marcus Alonso was a super substitution that actually saved us. Of course, he still made a few mistakes, and you know, Alonso was being Alonso, but he still saved us at the end of the day. So shout out to those 3 players, Azpilicueta, Kepa, and Marcus Alonso for me. Wow, just wow in this game. And then in terms of starting 11, so let's jump right into it. We had Kepa in goal. Then in terms of the back four, we had Malang Sarr, Christensen, Rudiger, and Azpilicueta. Then for the midfield, we had Jorginho. Then right next to him, we had Callum Hudson-Odoi, Kovacic, Mount, and Ziyech. And then up front, we had Lukaku. Now, I thought Saul would start. I didn't think we would put in so much effort in this game. I said in my previous video that this should have just been a replica of the Chesterfield game. If anything, we were going to concede a goal. I mentioned that in my preview, so check it out if you haven't. We were possibly going to concede the goal. I was not surprised, but I was surprised with how fast it happened. I mean, first half, we're coming strong, we're creating chances within the first seconds, within the first 50 seconds. Then as the game progresses, Plymouth just get a set piece, you know, a free kick, a foul by Ziyech, so they get a set piece, and they score. They just absolutely scored out of the blue. I did not expect it, and it just set the whole mood differently. I mean, yes, the players just looked a bit off. They looked like their confidence had sunk. They looked like they're not even playing at home. It just looked like a completely different team than the team that had started a few minutes ago. Now, moving on forward, a lot more attempts were created, but the finishing, the clinical finishing is finishing us. Literally, it is so bad, and I don't know what we're going to do about it. I mean, if we have to revert back to playing the false nine to be able to get in goals, then let's do it, because we are struggling. Some great attempts, but the finishing is just not there. Great attempts from the players. I mean, the junior had an attempt from the outside the box. I think he wants to create a Kovacic goal, and it's nice to see that the players are competing, but still, it did not happen. Kovacic, 3 attempts, and all of them hit the goalpost. All of them hit the bar, and there were just not three attempts from Kovacic. I mean, it was just not Kovacic's day at work. But I have to say, as the game moved on forward, we had a very good game. I mean, in terms of how we picked up from after the goal, we tried to pick up, we tried to attack more. Plymouth defended solidly. I have to give them that. They defended to their core, and they wanted to make sure that it remains 1-0. And when we were just about to go for halftime, we made sure that we were able to get that equalizer, and who else but our captain. In terms of the first goal, the 41st minute, great passing from Ziyech, from Mason Mount. Mason Mount passes the ball to Azpilicueta, and Azpilicueta with the finishing. Just a beautiful trick he did there, just gave us back our confidence. I felt like we had an opportunity to take back the game, and I thought we'd do it in the second half. So coming into the second half, now there's a substitution. Alonso came in place of Christensen. Now Christensen, I think, suffered an injury. It is yet to be confirmed. I'll be telling you in my next video, but I think he suffered an injury, but I wish him all the best. Now Marcus Alonso, first few minutes, actually the whole of halftime, nothing. If anything, he was just, okay, yeah, we're doing this, whatever, it is what it is. Now, I was not seeing any effort from the players. Yes, we were creating attempts, but at the same time, we were just not being able to finish. So, as I said, in terms of the attempted shots, they're in the 30s. In terms of the shots on target, they're really low. So, we need to work on that. Now, we were still struggling. Now, coming to extra time, we had to do our best. Now, in the 15th, I think 107th minute, I'm not sure, but in terms of the extra time was when Marcus Alonso was able to equalize with the assist from Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz was very composed, and I have to give him the shout out. I mean, the great assist from Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz! And why isn't Kai Havertz getting more minutes? I would rather Kai Havertz start over Lukaku any day. Any day. I mean, Champions League, look at what he did for us. Call it a fluke, call it luck, but look at what he did for us. He's very composed under tight spaces. He's very composed near the goal post. This is exactly what happened. I mean, he saved the ball just at the right time. It was not offside. A few seconds there, I was holding my breath when they mentioned it was a possible offside, but it was not offside, and we were able to get our goal. But of course, Plymouth too had their fair share of chances. Now, the moment that almost made the game stand still for me was when Sam made that tackle. Of course, he made the mistake, and he also tried to correct the mistake by making the tackle. Kepa was already headed forward to the ball, and this would have easily been a goal if there was a mix-up somewhere. But it ended up with an even worse result where we had to go for a penalty, and I was praying for Kepa. I was praying. Of course, they were trying to ask VAR to check it, but it was a clear penalty, and we went for the penalty. Now, of course, this was the moment that Plymouth had the opportunity to come back in the game to make sure that they were level and would possibly go for penalties, but it was not to be, as our hero Kepa just kept it cool. He just made sure that he's very good at saving penalties. We have seen it, of course, not all of them, but when we need him to step up, he steps up. So he stepped up. Of course, his confidence has definitely boosted. Mendy's not there anymore. Bettinelli is there to help him out, but he's definitely doing all sorts of great things. So Kepa saved us, and we were able to maintain. So for me, this game was a really okay game. I would not say that the Chelsea lads did their best. I mean, I was really excited for the games to be back, but if this is how we're going to be playing, if this is how my blood pressure will be rising, no. But if we're going to rise my blood pressure, please let us win, okay? I will take it. I will sacrifice. But it is what it is. The game ended with a 2-1 win for Chelsea. I predicted a possible 3-1 or 3-0 win for Chelsea. I mean, I got the part where we considered a goal correct, so it is what it is. And that was my content. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. I'll be seeing you in my next video.